What's going on, everybody? CCWHD here, and today I have another Apple product for you. I'm reviewing the Apple Piece of Paper, and you can see that it is their latest new device. I'm not sure exactly quite what it does, but it is very thin, and it only comes in one size, too big for the normal human being, but perfect for my giant spider-like hands. As you can see, there's no screen on it, and I'm still not sure what it does, but I am told that it has about 14 gigabytes of RAM. Don't know why I didn't get to 16, but I don't know. And then also, my accent's changing here. Don't know why it's doing that, but here it goes. Let's see what else it does. Well, it has 5G enabled. The battery life, screen on time is about 47 hours, so you can do whatever you want there. And then also, it can also fold up and turn into something smaller, but this does void the warranty, so don't do that. Anyway, I gotta make a call to my friend Tim Apple over there at Apple and see if he can get me to send a replacement one. But you know what? I give it 5 forks out of 5 forks.
It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White. Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the Apple TV news that you didn't plus about. The year is winding down, and yeesh, we needed it to. Unfortunately, 2021 isn't going to be the fresh start everyone thinks it is. Well, at least until January 20th. Fingers crossed. The past year has seen a changing world for streaming, too, with an introduction of HBO Max and Peacock, a streamlined refinement of the other streamers, and price increases for Hulu with live TV and YouTube TV. Those last two had nothing to do with linear streaming services. I just wanted to mention how close we are to cable again. And we're real close, guys. A year ago this month, Apple TV Plus launched to skepticism on my part. Apple producing TV shows and movies? Yeah, come on, they only just got good at making phones. And by just, I mean since the beginning. I say that as an Android user, also none of this really matters. The tech company set aside a couple $2 billion for development. Not to jump ahead, they did a pretty good job. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of faux prestige television like The Morning Show or firewalling media behind device-specific paywalls, but they deserve this. Apple did a very nice job with curation, and the apps that launched work as intended. But there is one aspect of Apple TV Plus that can be a problem if you don't have access to other services. There's a lack of stuff. When compared to the competition, Apple TV Plus doesn't have as many things to watch. However, two notes: A, it's $5 a month or free for a year with qualifying purchases, and B, you really don't have access to any of the other 9 major streamers or the 3 big free ones. If you're an Apple user, you got some extra Skrilla to drop, so just don't buy coffee for one day a month. View Apple TV Plus as supplemental rather than a competitor. One day it'll be the latter, but at its current price point and offerings, it's just looking to get noticed. I see you, baby, looking all sexy with your Ted Lasso hanging out. The past year has seen a solidifying of what a good streamer is versus what makes one not so good. And add all the Studio Ghibli movies, add the option to turn off autoplaying trailers, be free, you know, all the things Quibi didn't do. Apple TV Plus in particular doesn't do a whole bunch. It mainly acts as a gathering place for all of the other streamers on top of displaying what it offers. Shows you watch on Hulu can appear next to originals like Jason Momoa's C, which coincidentally, I won't. Come on, the joke was there. I had to. Just like Amazon Prime Video, you can subscribe to lesser, more niche streaming services in-app. If you subscribe to a live TV service, you can see live sports that are currently airing, and it also displays the shows and movies you own from the iTunes Store, if that's still the name, I don't know. So Apple TV Plus doesn't do a ton, but what it does well. If only it was available outside of the Apple ecosystem. Okay, so it is, but not to the extent that others are. Prior to the top of November, the app was only on Apple devices, Roku's, and Fire TVs. Now we can add gaming consoles to the equation. The launch of the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 also saw the release of the Apple TV app on those systems. It's smooth, and the access to the movies I own, as well as the 50 or so free single episodes of shows like Aaron Stone and Prime Suspect, shows that I'll totally watch these one episodes of, shows that a teenage Chad saw were offering their premieres as free on iTunes and said, oh, it's free. I should add it to the library. I'm totally going to watch this in 12 years. Where was I? Oh, the app. Yeah, it works. The console apps work great too. Add an Android app and I'll love you forever, Apple. The service isn't without its faults. For one, it's gatekeeping the Charlie Brown series, a set of specials from everyone's youths that are required viewing, especially around the holidays. Usually, these air for free on ABC. Now, families need a subscription in order to enjoy these heart-swelling works. You may be wondering why this is so important. Broadcast was created as a way to get television into the homes for the low price of free. That's why there's local news, presidential addresses still, basically anything worthwhile meant for mass audiences is still on broadcast. This type of exclusivity is creating a false scarcity that is not needed. Even if Apple makes the corresponding holiday special free for a set amount of time, it's still damaging what used to be an accessible commodity. You should be concerned about this. It's like paying for a library card. Also, Android app. Apple Music is here. Why can't I get Apple TV too? Here's a live addendum to that last part. Breaking news, Apple has teamed up with PBS in order to air the Charlie Brown specials. I'm leaving that last part in for the posterity's sake. Also padding, because this mess is hard, guys. At its core, Apple TV Plus is a solid app. It's cheap. It has good shows and movies. It's almost widely available. Almost. Plus, the fruitiest company... Wait. I don't think I can say that or risk cancellation. The fruity, fruit-bound, fruitastic, butts. Apple is putting its force behind the service by giving existing users an extra free couple of months or by paying some users $5. The easy move here would be to discount the service as it is, but I'm getting nice in my old age. Maybe this is a thing that's as good as the other things. Great job, Tim Apple. You did it. Hey, speaking of things that you can do, why don't you subscribe and check out one of our other videos? Of course, you can head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where you won't know that I've done at least 12 takes of this. That's not a joke. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at cpluscomedy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ChadBlackWhite. Like us on Facebook. Listen to the Constitutionals podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And guys, I swear to God, if this one does not record, I'm going to be so freaking pissed.